Hello everyone, I'm Charles of Victoria, and welcome back. We're back playing some more City Skylines today, building up Dayton. Ignore the solar panels because, those weren't even around yet. Nor was that water tower, but that's besides the point. But, yes, hello, how's everybody doing today? So, if you guys look, I kind of changed the canal a little bit. I decided after the stream to mess around with some things. So I'm trying to get it to look a little bit more realistic, trying to get the water to kind of flow right. And I also found some more maps, so I started looking at more maps and everything, so that's been fun. But I'm super excited about this episode, so we're gonna go mess with the Oregon District a little bit, mess with the canal system a little bit, and I did learn some really cool things. So, with that said, let's get started. So, oh, hello. So one thing I learned I could do, which I didn't realize this, I can actually still modify the terrain, even past the city. So we might actually do that. Because I don't know in the 1830s, well, 1839 it would be around that year. I don't know if it went across the river yet. So it may have just gone to like the Mad River here. Because over here, even if you look at the modern day map, there is kind of a buildup here to hold back water to shoot it down this way. Oh, I moved. To shoot it down like this way. So there also is like a slight dam here. So if you ever visit like the Air Force Museum, which that might be it or it might be here. If you ever visit it, I don't know if that's the Air Force Museum or if that's just right pat. I have to look at a map, an actual like modern map. But if you look right here would be like Eastwood Lake and stuff. Which now that I think about it, I don't think they do have Eastwood Lake. We'll have to look at a map, but that's besides the point. So, because then I'll go off on tangent. But everything's looking good. Like I said, I added the canal boats and stuff. So this course wouldn't be 1800s. This would be like probably more modern canal boats, just because there's no steam coming out the top. Because more later canal boats would have like steam coming out the top since they'd be steam powered. But still in this era, everything would be horse drawn. But sadly, they don't really have a mod for that, so you have to put up with these little packet boats like this. And I think they may actually be carrying people. They're not carrying people. They only carry 3 people? Wow. Alrighty, that's cool. But let's go ahead. We'll get started. Let's see here. Looks like we're a little low on water in these parts. Interesting. Alrighty. We need to keep an eye on that. How are we on everything, though? Electricity? Good. Water? Eh. Alrighty, let's go ahead. We're going to start messing around with here with the Oregon District. So, let me get my map situated correctly. There we are. Okay. So, we have... This is going to be Lori. L-O-U-R-Y. I'm also going to look at the time. Okay, so I kind of get an estimate of how long this episode's going to be. Okay. Lori, we'll have you go all the way to... We'll have you go to the water. Like at least here. Then maybe we'll have 5th Street kind of go here maybe. Then we gotta fix this one too. We can mess with that later maybe. This should be, if I'm looking at this correctly, it should be Wyandotte Street? W-Y-A-N Wyandotte Street? Oh no. So we got Lori here. And a little bit ways up here. Go ahead and go into our roads here. This might be about the size of Oregon District. We might be a little bit too big. But you know what we might do? We might just have this kind of come up here. Will that work? I think that'll work. And then we kind of go over here a little bit. About there, I think. That looks right. This might actually be a little bit too big. So come over here, that short street. Let's see if we can't get this a little bit better here. There we go. Looks good. Looks roughly correct. So then also, we have a really small, narrow street here. How do we want to do this? I think what we're going to do, we're going to scroll all the way over here real fast. And we're going to use that really, really, really thin dirt road. So we're going to have like a one-way coming down. Backside here. Oh, apparently there's a flood thing going on there. And we'll have... It shows it kind of coming down like this. Maybe we'll have like that. Then this coming down. Maybe like a road here. Oh, the canal boat just randomly spawned into the land. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I gotta love it. Your garbage truck, interesting. So, the road's doing something interesting. Let's see if we can't kind of fix this here. Alrighty. Got that. Ground's gonna be here. Alright, let's go back in there and grab this. It's still gonna act up a little bit, looks like. There we are. Nope. Alright, we're gonna do the regular one because it seems to want to work better. I don't know why it's acting up so much. Apparently, it's a bit flooded over here. We increase time a little bit. Yeah, we can. Okay. Bam, there we are. Okay. And we'll kind of go up like this if it lets us. Come on, water. A little more. You got this. I believe in you. There we go. Cool. Awesome. Looking good. Okay. So that's back to there. And this is gonna do probably something interesting here. Everything's all flooded. I wonder if we go like this. That's way too big of a hill there. We're gonna need to get an outlet, I think, at some point going that way. Unless I still got water here. Let's see. If I go here, do I have... Actually, I think it's here. No, I don't. I think that's what we're gonna do. Let me go like this real fast. Bring this down. And we're gonna have that kind of... Just keep it about maybe there. How's that look compared to everything else? That should work. So hopefully that will suck some of the water there. That way bad things don't happen. And we get a little less flooding. That should work. Alrighty, cool. Now we just gotta wait for this water to evaporate here. Alrighty. So let's go like this and paint a district. We'll call this like the Oregon district. Just for the time being. I don't really know what district this would be.
Welcome.
I'm spelling that wrong. I'll have to look that up later.
Isn't there something about the flute that just makes you want to make a cup of tea, kick back, relax, and spend the better part of a decade learning to play?
And also, so you guys know, I'm like the worst speller ever. so okay, well apparently it's called High Square. We're not even gonna mess with it. That works for now.
Let's play it.
We're gonna go small Dayton houses. And we'll also do large Dayton houses. Yep, I'm aware of that. In Main Street. Let's get some pipes across the water here. Actually, might as well just do pipes everywhere over here. There we are. Alrighty. So we'll go like this. We'll do some big ones. Why not? And then we'll do some 3x3s. And we'll kind of do over here too. And we're going to need to get this road to go the correct way. I saw it line up there for a second. There it is. Aha, there we go. And now we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Cool. So then, this little street should come on down here. If we have to make it kind of curve a little bit before then we will. Apparently it does not want to it does not want to do anything. There we go. That works. And we're going to flip it. Cool. That's awesome. And we'll do that. Do that. That's awesome. That's pretty awesome. Okay, also it shows that we have a little one-way coming across back here too. Okay, looks like there'd be a little alleyway here that comes down. But let's see if we can't square that off better. Boom. There we are. Put that there. And we're gonna get rid of this here. And this is all gonna be houses. I don't know if this will let us have houses here. It might not. It might pop in as something different. Alrighty, cool. So if we look at this, this is going to be renamed as Jackson. Jackson. This is Finley Street. Finley Street. This is Pine Street. And this is Vance Street, I believe. And this here is Short Street. Ah, that's cute. Okay, so we're gonna put a period here so we know it's an alleyway. And we're gonna do a period here. So you can barely even see it. And this is Brown Street. Alrighty. So that's good there. Oh, that looks horrible. I don't know if I'd like that. Well, we'll change it later when I guess we'll mess with some other stuff. So we'll leave that how that is. Okay, so this is going to be Smith. Got Smith Street. And Smith Street actually stops here at Jackson. It actually kind of turns into like a little alleyway. Alrighty, that's cool. So let's continue everything south. I did find out some really cool stuff the other day. I was looking up different maps and stuff online because I was just curious as excuse me. So if you look at a modern day map of 2nd Street, like over by this area, like Bacon and whatnot, there's a building that the road dead ends into, and it's a curve. And if you look at it, I thought maybe that was like the old like tram depot, but apparently the first tram depot is actually on 3rd. Oh, what is it? It's actually pretty far on the west side of Dayton. It's like over in this area. I can't think of the person. It's a person's name, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But we'll get there when we'll build it out eventually. But like, I was really surprised because I figured, you know, having a tramway would be more centralized rather than being on the east, south, north, or south. Or sorry, the south, north, east, or west. But apparently it's pretty far on the west side, which I was really surprised about. But we'll mess with that later. But I was just like, oh, okay. And apparently there's multiple things. I learned apparently Island Park used to be an amusement park called... Oh, was it? I can't think what it is off the top of my head, but I found a lot of stuff, but we'll get there eventually. But yeah, this was just an amusement park back in the day. And of course, I think over here, I think the VA hospital area, I think it's like maybe here. I want to say there used to be an amusement park there called Lakeside. And then of course, more north, you had another one in a shopping center on Main Street, but well, the shopping center wasn't there, but there was one up here, up north too. All right, but we're gonna go ahead, continue on with the Oregon District area. We might have to run power to it. Hopefully we'll be okay. But we'll find out, I guess. Oh, one thing I was also, before we start laying down more roads, one thing I was looking into as well is I don't like how the canals are so bumpy. So I tried finding different paths I could use to kind of mess with things. Like I got a couple of those, but they didn't really seem to do what I wanted them to do. So we're going to use this here. And we're going to kind of go along the side here. That way the canal doesn't flood into things. And it'll be like a little towpath. And for those that don't know what a towpath is, that is the path that a horse would take to like pull the canal boat. There we are. And we just need to go over here real fast and bring that a little bit lower. There we are. So that way it kind of like makes it more of a better line. That's really flowing, wow. That's one thing about doing. The only thing that doesn't make sense is if right here, because if you're coming up this way, I would assume there'd be a towpath here. You wouldn't have one in the middle, unless you had like a crossover bridge. But we'll get to all that stuff later. So I'm gonna go ahead and try not going like full ADHD or ADHD and like flipping out, or ADD I guess it would be. I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and mess with this, because otherwise I will totally get sidetracked. We're gonna put some industry in here too. I think this whole area is gonna be industry, really. We're gonna go ahead and pause it just in case. Actually, we're not gonna put anything there. I think that'll mess with everything. We will at least have it here. And across the way. And maybe a couple there. We'll see what it does. We might have to run a power line to get some power in there as well. So we'll go ahead and just kind of do a little power line across this. There we go. Alright, nothing. Hey, we got a building coming in. Yeah, that's cool. Got some commercial. That's cool. We have to run some power, I think, down too. Let's kind of do that for now. There we are. Got a few houses. Nice. Alrighty, well, we're gonna go ahead, I think, and we're gonna make this houses. We'll make this some homes here, a few houses in here eventually. But we need to go ahead and scroll down a little bit on my map over here on the left. Alrighty, let's see where Franklin Street is. That's what we're going to need to kind of balance things off of. Okay, Franklin's all the way down here. That's pretty low. Okay, so right here, kind of. We're going to be in between. There's Franklin. There's this one. So we're going to technically be in between these two? Yeah.
Welcome to the classics. Classical music for classy people. And that's not classist, that's classicist.
I'm thinking here.
Look it up.
If I made this correctly. There's south. There's the bridge here. This should be Jefferson? Yes, that's Jefferson. My little thing here, that is Jefferson. So it looks like right as soon as it comes over the bridge. Oh, yeah, that's about right, actually. So we're gonna come over here. And this is gonna be Green Street. Nice. Okay, so we got Green Street. And then over here, which will be, this is going to be nice because this will help us out a lot. We'd have one coming along right along that. Like that. Oh, it's spring because the grass is green again. This is called Logan Street. Logan. And the map I'm looking at, it does look like there might be an alleyway over here, but I can't really tell. Alrighty, so we're gonna come down about, I think about here would work. Down the middle, yeah, that works. We're gonna do that. I have a couple alleyways here, out there. Then there's gonna be an alleyway that comes down the center. So how they Xeroxed it, it kind of makes everything look kind of messed up. What I'm thinking is, if I look at it correctly, it does something like that. But I think it also comes over here. And maybe comes out here? It's very blurry. And then it looks like there's one that comes up here a little bit. So we're actually just gonna have it connect out because it won't work otherwise since it's a one-way road. Like once we get the little ones like this, I think will be better. But we're not quite there yet. So we're gonna bring out this a little bit to here. And we're just gonna go ahead and get this whole area. Cool. So we got green. And then between Franklin and Washington, kind of lined up with that alleyway actually. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Is that gonna be right? See, that's between that and that. Correct. Let's go a little further down. There we go. We'll kind of do that instead. Oop, there we are. Then this disappears. Because Brown keeps coming down. Brown Street keeps coming down here. Might as well just do this real fast. Actually, that was right. There we go. Alrighty, so we got that. Okay, so we're gonna go a little bit ways down. In Washington and Van Buren. I do believe we might be a little bit off with it. At least going south a little bit. Washington is here. Franklin. I think we need to adjust this angle a little bit. Let's go ahead, we'll bring this down a little bit. Now I think we should be okay. So then about right here. So technically about right here would be another street. We'll kind of go a little higher up, I guess. We gotta mess with the roads a little bit more. Let's just kind of bring them down a little bit like this. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Oh hey, look, I can make it past that line. Haha, no taxes there. There we go. And the thing about this is, this isn't all the way through yet, so it's probably gonna be like that. And this is called Chestnut. Chestnut Street. And then we got Jones. And I do believe Jones may accidentally be a brick road. I do believe we accidentally messed up there. Fix that real fast. There we are. That looks better. Cool. So we need to move this guy. So we're going to cheatily move it to somewhere where it won't be in our way. For a while, at least, I should say. There we are. Hopefully that'll work. So many cars. I think once we get the highway in, it'll make things a little bit better. Alrighty. And then Brown Street will continue just basically down. So we're there. That's cool. And we can't do anything in this area. Let's bring some more roads down, I think. Alrighty. So we got Jackson, which should be here. And we'll bring Jackson basically down to green, which should be about there. Right? Yeah. So Jackson's gonna go, or actually this is gonna be Cass Street. Or K Street? Cass Street, yeah. So we got Cass Street. And then about where, a little bit below this. About there. This is going to come out here. And this is Van Buren. Van Buren Street. And apparently we're low on water. Alrighty, we'll put another water tower in. Why not? We'll put it right here. Nothing else is going on there. Cool. And it does look like we're still having some flooding issues. There we are. We'll do that. Oh, it's still acting up. There we go. So I figure what we'll do, since we have this all going down, we might as well mess with the canal a little bit, because the city's going to take a little bit longer to probably grow. And also it'd probably help if I put actual, like, pipes in and things. This is probably, like, the worst waterworks ever. I mean, it makes sense. The actual real waterworks would probably be underneath the road or off to the side. But you know what? We're not worrying about that right now. Still got some flooding going on. Let's go ahead. We're going to continue that toll path idea. Not toll path, whatever the horse thing's called. Towpath, yes. Alrighty. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to lower some stuff. Because this is way too high.
Thanks for listening to the classics. Your
Let's
home
bring this
for
on
the best
down.
works of the great masters.
Bring this down. Cool, that looks good. And then we're gonna go back to that real fast. And we're going to attempt to do it again. Not be built on water. Alright, fair enough. Here we go. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's fix that. Here we are. Some of that water is very, very shallow. And I can. Awesome. I'd rather not have a bridge there if I don't have to. And then we're going to move this a little bit further down this way. Maybe kind of do something like that. There we are. Looks good. I like it. Alrighty. Looks good. That looks pretty nice. We probably should put in a bigger police station. Or at least maybe have a small one over here. Just in case. We have like a small little tiny police station anywhere. That one's cute. We'll put it over here, why not? I'll look online, see if we can't find more information on different places where police stations and fire stations would have been. Because the other one I have, I just really don't see anything. I know at least Darn Brown at one point, I think ladder... We'll put this little guy down too. What is it, Johnny 11 or something, Johnny Ladder or something like that? They have a, they were a fire station. Okay, we'll do our sheriff here. And we're gonna switch this to this fire engine. Ooh, you shouldn't be their house. You're too modern. But yeah, looks good. We still got some flooding, but hey, what are you gonna do? We'll figure it out eventually. But I do think that I'm gonna leave this episode here. And next time we get on, we'll mess with the canal. Take care, everyone, and have a good weekend. Or whatever day you guys are watching this. See ya. Bye.